played hard. Really appreciate that. In 16 years here, sometimes the week before the OU game, teams haven't played as hard because the OU game is so important. We talk about it so much, but we didn't play hard. We didn't do anything we wanted to do except we won the turnover battle 2-1. And we still won the game. So coaches can do better. You as players can be more consistent. But as long as you bust your ass, you believe, you stick together, even though we didn't run it well, we didn't stop the run, and we didn't win the kicking game, we went on the road in a tough place to play and won. Which just shows you if you believe and keep playing, you got a great chance to win.
The last play of the half.
Pressure coming. He'll heave it downfield.
Firing down there.
That last play, I'm about to tell you what was going on in my mind. I was like, oh my God, it's the Hail Mary play.
You work on the Hail Mary play all the time, and there's usually a three-man rush. You try to get your three receivers together and get a taller one in the middle like John Harris.
When you go out there and you do it for days, you do it all through fall camp, and you don't really know why you're doing it, but you know it could come into play. And then you go out there, and all of a sudden you're in the game, and it happens.
Actually, I was on the sideline. I was looking at the play, and I saw Case scrambling around. I was just like, just throw it up, man.
Case did a good job staying on his feet. In that behind time, just threw it up, and we've been pressing that play, pretty much every day. It wasn't a reason why I shouldn't work.
I was like, oh my God, I hope I don't give up a sack.
When I saw that, I was getting ready to go to the locker room, actually, and I see Case just throw it up in the air. When he threw it in the air, I just knew Jones was going to catch it.
Is that caught? Is that caught? It looks like it's caught. It is. Touchdown, Texas. John Harris, Hail Mary, into the end zone. And the Longhorns have the lead on the final play of the half, a 44-yard strike.
John made an incredible catch, big receiver, big hands, got down there, got up and got the ball. I don't know if I closed my eyes or what, but I threw it about as hard as I could, and it somehow got there.
Everybody just went crazy. We was happy that we scored for half. And there was momentum coming out the second half.
Man, it was exciting. We just had a lot of guys on the sideline just doing the sports center. It was exciting for the team. It was a great momentum builder for us to go into halftime with. The reaction was like, Case did it again, man. Actually, to tell you the truth, he's did some pretty awesome plays. And the reaction was, Case did it again. Everybody was just jumping for joy.
Senior Case McCoy would need to lead the Longhorns on an even more important drive at the end of the game, as the Longhorns found themselves down 6 with 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play.
The Longhorns now must have a touchdown to win the football game.
Looking over at Case, the quarterback is going to give us all the calls. He just has this grin on his face, and he's going out there with this supreme sense of confidence.
He just has that moxie, man. He's one of those guys that just goes out and he gives it all each and every play. And he knows he's not the most physically gifted player, but he's going to go out there, he's going to compete.
And that's something I can say that we've grown and we've learned, and the offense understands the situation. We understood. We have plenty of timeouts.
We practiced 2-minute drill pretty much every day, so we was prepared and done and did what we do at practice.
Our receivers made plays. And we got down in a situation where we still had some time on the clock and we were able to pound it in and get our big guys in there and put it in the end zone.
Third down, Case McCoy, straight ahead. McCoy is he's across. No indication. He is. Touchdown, Texas. Case McCoy across the goal line. And it's Texas 31, Iowa State 30.
That's something that I love. I love 2-minute drills.
We didn't go to Ames, Iowa to win by X number of points. We went up there to get a win, beat one on conference, and come back and get ready for a really big rivalry game.
Great win, fun win. Let's have a great week's practice. Time to get back on track versus OU. We got to get better. We got to step up this week. We're going to beat OU. So let's get that done. That's it. Beat OU the whole week. That is it. We announced on Saturday that David Ash would not play this week because he's had reoccurrence of symptoms since the Kansas State game. It was best for David to get it out and people not ask him during the week, and also best for our team to know that he would not play and that Case would be the starting quarterback.
It is encouraging knowing that they have named him the starting game of the week. not necessarily for me, but I think for our offense as a whole and our whole team, understanding what they're going to get, what they can prepare for, who they can rally around, and the game plan specific just for that guy.
Got a man open, touchdown, Texas, Shipley again. Another answer by this gunny Longhorn team right now against a very talented OU squad.
This is probably the best football game in college football, and it's one of the games that if you win or you play well in, you can become a hero for a lifetime.
You come to Texas to play against OU, and playing this rivalry in Dallas, one of the biggest games, in college football. It's something every football player dreams of when you grow up in Texas.
It's kind of like a bowl game almost, like a national championship game. Well, it's right in my backyard. There's nothing like it.
I tried to explain the OU rivalry because I think it would be good, maybe explain to a freshman or somebody who hasn't played the game before. The problem is there's no way to do that. But the one thing that's remained true, just like any game, doesn't matter how you feel before, once you get that first hit out of your system, everything starts to slow down a little bit, and you can concentrate on playing football.
Go to the left, go to the right, straight. Get down, straight.
So let's make sure that we get everything you got today. Don't want to play the game today. Want to prepare to win today.
I'm looking for this picture right here. I'm here. Get out of me. Bang! Hits, bang. There we go. Good. There it is there.
Go! That's how to accelerate those eyes on contact. That'll win there. Go! Go! Get them off. Good. Stay low. Down on the belt buckle. Stay away from the helmet.
Hey, hit. Sit down, push them away. Bam, right there. Push them away.
What's going to happen this week is you've got to do your job for 8 to 12 seconds on Saturday. A lot of times better than the guy across from you. That's it. None of you can win the game yourself. What Nate said is really true. You got to do your job, and then you got to trust the one on your right and one on your left. That is true. It's especially true in rival games. So if you're a running back, you better get that offensive line ready to go. If you're a quarterback, you better get all of them ready to go. If you're a wide receiver, you better get that running back and that quarterback and that bunch of offensive linemen ready to go, or you'll never see the ball. Because you got to run it before you can protect. But this is the ultimate team sport. You can't do it yourself. You can't do it yourself. And what you got to do, and I know I don't know where Nate is right now, but I know that what you got to do, like military, is the guy on your right and the guy on your left better know that you're confident. Oklahoma's come into this game more confident than us the last 2 years. They fought harder during the game than we have. Coached better than we have. So for us to win Saturday, you got to be confident. You got to be able to look yourself in that mirror on Sunday, and you better know the guy on your right and the guy on your left better know your confidence too. And you come out 4-2 and 3-0 in the league. That's what it's about. More than anything else, that's what it's about. It is not very complicated. Everybody wants to complicate it about all these schemes and this kind of stuff. It is not. It's about you and the guy you're competing against.
Fires on the run, intercepted. End zone ahead. This is going to be a center touchdown. And folks, Bevo can't stand to watch it anymore. He has flat turned his back on the horns and says that's enough of that stuff. Holy Toledo.
We've had such slow starts the last 2 years, and they've just dominated the early parts of the ball game. That we need to get out early and stay in this ball game early.
That's something we've talked about year round since this game last year, it's a fast start, and you know, not only a fast start, but playing 4 quarters. I think looking back at this game, the second quarter is what's killed us every year. The point ratio on that is unbelievable.
We need to win. We haven't played well in this game the last couple of years, and OU's been on a streak, and it's time for our seniors to step up and win this ball game.
Something I haven't done in my career, and it's something that, you know, drives me and angers me each and every day when I wake up and get out of bed. So it's something that I really want to get done.
We've all put a big asterisk beside this game, and we understand the meaning to this game. And you know, when you graduate, people don't really ask what your record is. They ask you how many times you beat OU.
If somebody asked me what my record was at OU right now, I've got to say I'm winless against them, and I think that's not something I want to have to say the rest of my life.
Coming up on All Access,
Red River Rivalry.
It's what you come to Texas to play for.
A lot of people don't ever get to experience anything like this in their life. We're some of the guys that do. You know, we got to take advantage of it.
Cedric Reed and Jackson Jeffcoat are both playing really well.
It's a good challenge for our tackles to be able to go up against those guys in practice.
This is the best game in the country today. Touchdown, Texas! Big Chris Whaley, 300 pounds, rumbles in. And I do mean rumbles.
It's all in the line when you play Oklahoma every year. I don't think these kids or the coaches or anybody else feel any differently. I mean, it's the Oklahoma game. It's what you come to Texas to play for.
We're very excited about playing. Of all games that I've ever been in, it is the most unique football game I was ever part of. And it is that whole deal with the crowd. I mean, it really can throw you off. You think they're cheering for you, and all of a sudden you go, oh, wait a minute now. I didn't think they're cheering for us.
Any little thing you tweet, now, you know, it can go back and be, you know, how about you beat OU? It's been tough, you know, you hear it around town, even when you're just walking around. You always have that taste in your mouth.
Me being a freshman last year, coming out and seeing those guys, you know, get on the field and go through their routine, you can tell that those guys were focused and, you know, they were ready for that game.
They come out and they show their swag during pregame and things like that. Magnitude of the game is crazy, you know. A lot of people don't ever get to experience anything like this in their life, and we're some of the guys that do, and, you know, we got to take advantage of it.
We did have this game stuck up on the schedule, you know, and we have a lot to prove in this game, so we just rather prove with our play than our talk.
Defensively, we talked about it upstairs a few minutes ago. We did compete for 60 minutes. You did try hard. 5 sacks. Give yourself a big hand. That's good. Mohawk, if you'll stand up, please. Ced Reed forced a fumble. He caused an interception. Stand up, Ced. That is huge. Jackson Jeffcoat, fumble recovery and interception. Stand up, Jackson. Cedric Reed and Jackson Jeffcoat are both playing really well. I'm proud of them. We've seen so much option football. We haven't been able to get after the quarterback like we'd like to in the passing game. But those 2 guys are working hard. They're playing well.
Shotgun snap back to throw. Under pressure and a sack. Cedric Reed wrapping up Andrew McDonald. Drops it back at the 45-yard line.
Ced Reed's an explosive player. He's built more for speed, but he definitely has the power to be a defensive end. He's definitely doing great things for us this year.
Ced is very high energy. He's always running the football. He's a strong guy. He throws off tackles. They really can't block him.
Now the snap back to Jake Waters. Looking, in trouble, hit from behind. Ball is loose. Longhorns recover. Cedric Reed knocked the ball loose.
Let's grab something to feel the team for that. I'm going to do whatever it takes for the team. And I'm going to bring some physicality to it.
I don't think he really has a ceiling. I think he can be as good as he wants to be. And if he wants to be the best, he will be.
Waters has the snap, back to throw. Looks right. Now pressure coming. Jeffcoat has it. Jackson drops it back at the 18. Hit it from the blind side.
Jackson's a great leader too, man. I learned a lot from him, man. A guy that never takes a day off, man, at practice or just in anything he does. I see him, he's always working hard. What I learned from him, man, it's just showing through me on the field.
Jackson helps us a lot. We can do more things with our defensive front now, and just having another speed guy off the edge makes it a shorter time for the DBs to cover back there. With Jackson being on the field, you're glad that he's there.
Back to throw again. Here's he throws, it's intercepted. Picked off. Jackson Jeffcoat, an interception to seal the deal.
Cedric Reed, Craig, got a hand on the ball, and Jackson Jeffcoat plucked it out of the sky.
It's good having, defensive ends like Reed and Jeffcoat. It challenges our guys in the pass game. It challenges them in the run game. Every day you see those guys making plays, and it's tough for our tackles, but it's a good challenge for our tackles to be able to go up against those guys in practice.
Coming up on All Access.
Matt Brown believes his guys believe they're going to shock the world with Case McCoy at quarterback.
People don't expect us to win this game. I mean, it's really about us as a team drawing near together and really fighting.
Beat on you on 3, 1, 2, 3. Beat on you.
Long Edward.
There'll be tremendous.
Now we're going to show you a real town, Dallas. Not San Antonio. We're going to show you Dallas, Texas.
Hey, baby. Sick of those dudes, man.
Hey, I love San Antonio. Great town. 86, we're going to your house, baby. We're going to your backyard. John, going to your backyard. What about that, baby?
Right down the street, man.
Yes, not your hometown, not the Soto. We're going to Dallas, baby. Jack's going to your old hometown.
My old
hometown.
And he's the father and son.
Hey,
No, I'm not. I'm closer than you.
I swear
You know around here? I'm 10 minutes away from that stadium. What are you talking about?
Hey, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? Get the party rolling today.
You want to shut it out, man?
Yeah. Everything out, man. I'm growing my hair out, too. Hey, I'm growing my hair out like you. Grow this thing out. That's how we do it sometimes.
I can't let it grow too much because then it just puffs out instead of going down.
That's how mine does, too. Mine puffs out a little bit.
Yeah, we don't got the same kind of hair.
We have the exact same kind of hair shit, man. I'm telling you, man. Oh, man, we're going to your house. Let's go. Oh, man, going to your house, man.
Week's been great. Guys are excited about the game. This is one of the more special games in the country. Very seldom do two states play at a neutral site. It means so much. And here we are with 2 wins, 2-0, moving into a rival game. And that's what makes this one so huge. So this is a really important game for us.
Downhill.
That's it. Keep your eyes up. All right.
Start weak, baby. Start weak, baby.
Get him up. Good way to drop that shoulder.
Start weak.
Eyes up. Get them eyes up. Get them shoulders down.
Go get it.
We understand that we're the underdog, and I mean that really gives you a little bit more to fight for, I think, because I mean the pressure's not on us. I mean, people don't expect us to win this game. I mean, it's really about us as a team drawing near together and really fighting.
Good. Come on. Gotta be on the line. Gotta be on the move. Push yourself.
Guys, tomorrow, remember we have the torch rally and we got dinner for everybody after practice.
Okay, so we'll move practice back a little bit.
We'll get you that on Teamworks, so you won't have any dead time, so we'll move your meetings and your practice back, and then we'll eat and go directly to the Torchlight Parade. And that way there won't be any wasted time for you having to stay over at the office if you could have gone home. Good work today. 2 good physical days in a row. Coaches now will work on your game plans tonight and in the morning and make sure we get it down tomorrow and the next day to exactly what we're going to run to win the game. That's what we need. Seniors, get in the middle, break them down.
Beat on you on 3, 1, 2, 3. Beat on you.
Just had a team meal in our Longhorn dining hall. Walk across the street over here to the tower for our normal rally for the OU game.
Oh, snap. Is that Mr. 19 Peter Jenkins? That's Prime Time 19 right there.
It's very special, man. Just get a chance to go see our fans and appreciate all the fans that have supported us for the whole year. It's an incredible thing.
I have the proud and privileged introduction to the University of Texas 2013 University Football Team. This is man love. So I hope you all can show the same love to the head coach of the University of Texas, Mr. Coach Matt Brown. Thank you for coming. How about something about the Columbus BW?
It's a fun way to get them fired up and get started and see us, see our faces. We don't have helmets on. Got some seniors to get to talk. Coach Brown will talk. Mad Dog will do his barking up there.
If you a Longhorn, go for it. 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 Hey, 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 boy, hit, booyah!
Coming up on All Access,
I'm from Mississippi, so we don't have any state fair. We might get a county carnival.
Rides, any fried food you want.
Not everybody can ride an ostrich. These birds are big birds. It's like a giant football.
And they're off! Here we go! Oh, we got an ostrich race to make it in!
It's Texas. It's big. Everything's big. So it's a big venue. The stadium, they made it even bigger. The Cotton Bowl. You have the state fair going on. So there's a lot of people around. It's crazy that, outside people outside having fun and, eating turkey legs and corn dogs and things like that. We inside battling, for 60 minutes trying to get a win.
There's rides, there's any fried food you want, and it's something that I think is an awesome experience for our fans, but also it's such a greater experience when we reward them with a win, and that's something that we owe to our fans without a doubt.
I'm from Mississippi, so we don't have any state fair. We might get a county carnival, but I would like to go after the game. So, like I said, if it's a must-win, I can go to the fair.
Since 1932, the Red River Rivalry has taken place at the Cotton Bowl during the State Fair of Texas in Dallas.
They say everything's bigger and better in Texas. It's true. We prove it here for 24 days every year. You are standing in the middle of the fried food capital of Texas.
I fried corn dogs. Let me get some fluffy dogs. And I fried. Let me eat.
We do the picnic on the stick, which is the chicken. We take it and we cut it 3 times, and then we put a piece of chicken, a tater tot, a pickle.
What we're doing is our meatloaf's already all sliced up and ready to go. Special ketchup glaze. Of course, you have to have a Southern-style cream gravy that comes with our garlic mashed potatoes. 3 slices of our fresh-made meatloaf. And there it is, ready to go.
We fry everything. We fry Thanksgiving dinner here. It is everything that you get on Thanksgiving. It's cornbread, it's turkey, it's mashed potatoes. You put all those in a batter, you deep fry it, and then you dip it in cranberry sauce. And I've been told that we expect to fry more than 50,000 Thanksgiving dinners by the last day of the fair.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'd like to introduce you to the stars of the show, the Racing Ostrich.
Here at State Fair, Texas, we have 24 ostriches down here. You know, these birds are big birds. You know, they weigh approximately 450 pounds and very strong in their legs.
And they're off! Here we go! Oh, we got an ostrich race to make it here. Here comes Jerry out of the lead. Here's Carter. Here's Carter. Here's Jerry. Here comes Trigger. Here comes Jerry.
These birds are running, you know, at some speed in there. They're getting right against that 30-mile line coming down this back straightaway. They're getting the momentum going. And then they got to shut it down really fast when they get to the finish line. We saw a jockey lose the bird today. He got off of balance, out of balance, coming out the starting gate. And it's hard to recover once you get. And the rules are, if you get out of position, you got to turn loose and take the roll.
Well, the unique thing about this particular fair this year, of course, is Big Tex, and he's really the unique element every single year for the State Fair of Texas. On the final Friday of the 2012 season, an electrical short at the ground near his boot released smoke and fire inside Big Tex. It took only about 20 minutes for him to burn literally down to a metal frame. We actually brought him down within the hour, placed him on a trailer, and moved him out of the fairgrounds as people stood with their caps over their heart. Very solemn atmosphere as we removed Big Tex from the ground. What we heard was everyone wanted him to come back as closely to how he appeared when he left last year. We welcome back our 55-foot-tall host on opening day. He's here, bigger, better than ever.
Saw the Doak Walker winners, and I was missing you for some reason. So
Should I sign it twice, or?
What stands out, Texas, Oklahoma, Red River robbery to you?
When I got to Texas, and I came from San Diego, is the 2 things that I heard all the players talk about were the OU game and the Aggies. And they talk about, you know, the OU game is like nothing you've ever played in, and I was like, whatever, it's just another football game. And go out there, my first OU game, I had 8 carries for 4 yards, and I got it. It's just the intensity of the game.
Before I even came to Texas, before I was even a Texas fan, I knew what the Golden Hat was.
You know, it's always great when we can keep it in the locker room.
Well, the Golden Hat is good if you win it.
So part of the reason you come to Oklahoma is playing in that game, to go home with the hat.
That's the goal, is to be wearing that Golden Hat after the game and take it away from those guys.
There's no doubt that I'm going to wear that Golden Hat.
I'm a hat man. I love it.
Turns out it's like chipped in the inside, a lot of pain in the forehead.
You got to have a small head to actually be able to fit the golden hat. Because Landry Jones put it on, and he has a small head, and it fit him perfectly. You could have rode a horse with it, and it wouldn't have came off.
The last 3 years is, there's few feelings like that after playing in that atmosphere and getting after those guys in the burnt orange.
We want to bring that gold hat back. We haven't had it in our locker room in a while, and we're ready to go get a big one.
Coming up on All Access.
It is the 108th Red River rivalry with the Texas State Fair as its background. He's got an alley, and he's headed for the end zone. A Longhorn touchdown. 85 yards for Johnson.
This is the best game in the country today, and maybe for the year. It always has been.
Texas has really struggled the last few years against Oklahoma. What's the key for the Longhorns today?
I hope they get the same wake-up call that Oklahoma did, because the last 2 years this game has been over at halftime. They have to come out, make some plays, take care of the football, prove early on that they came to play.
We haven't handled the surge early by Oklahoma. This game, because the fans are 50-50, you cannot get your head down. You got to take whatever they throw at you, throw it right back at them.
It's not necessarily about Texas's lack of ability. So at any moment, they could play a great game, and maybe this is the day.
Momentum goes back and forth so much. There's going to be some bad plays in this game, and your team has to step it up and take it right back at OU when that happens.
Texas fans just scared to death that another beatdown is coming. Mac Brown believes his guys believe they're going to shock the world with Case McCoy at quarterback.
This could be the game that I remember that for the rest of my life. A big win on this night and the season that we're having, that could change a lot of the past of what our classes remember us.
Looking live at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas, where one of the special rights of the college season is about to begin. It is the 108th Red River rivalry with the Texas State Fair as its background.
Double wing set out of the shotgun. Third down and 15. Texas from the Longhorn 47. McCoy from the shotgun with the snap and back to throw. Fires deep over the middle, and Sanders open at the Sooner 40-35. Kendall Sanders first down at the Oklahoma 31-yard line. Dominic Alexander made the tackle, but that's a 22-yard gain down the middle of the field. Third down and 3 for Texas at the Oklahoma 12-yard line. Back in the shotgun as McCoy flicks that left side. Shipley in the lead in the air. They caught him, but it's a loss of a down. Good snap and home. Kick on its way, and that kick is good. And the Longhorns' opening drive results in points. Bell from the shotgun on first down and 10 off the left hash of the Texas 36. Bell has it, turns, hands off. Here's Miller sweeping to the left side, trying to hurdle Adrian Phillips for the second year in a row. This time, Phillips was ready and dropped it. Third down and 4 for Oklahoma. Bell out of the shotgun, shifts Clay over to the left side, and Blake Bell looks to throw. Lofting it downfield for Brennan Clay, and he can't hold it. Each team has had the football once, each team has had a drive, each team has had the drive halted, and each team has settled for a field goal. From the Sooner 38, McCoy hit really hard, throws downfield, Davis can't come up with it. There's a flag down, and Eric Stryker struck Case McCoy. 15-yard penalty, first down. It is a roughing the passer call as Case McCoy was blasted by Eric Stryker. And the clock down to 10. Case has it, hands off first, right off left tackle. Joe down to the Oklahoma 20-yard line. Ball popped out. It's fumbled, but they're going to run down at the 21. Now the ruling on the field was Joe Bergeron down at the 20-yard line, but they are reviewing this.
After further review, the ball was fumbled and recovered by Oklahoma. First down at the 20.
On third down, Bell from the shotgun. Now with the snap and back to throw. Pressure coming. He's hit as he throws. Over the middle, intercepted. Picked off at the 30. It's Chris Whaley to the 20. Whaley to the 10. Whaley to the 5. Touchdown. AT&T Red River rivalry. The score, the Texas Longhorns 10, the Oklahoma Sooners 3.
Here comes a draw play, and Gray's got a first down, breaks free with that speed. Midfield. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A well-executed draw play by the Horns. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 2. Leading 10-3. Play action, roll right. He had a man wide open and threw incomplete.
Now it's 3rd and 10 for Oklahoma. Shotgun snap back to Bell. Fires downfield. Incomplete. It was intended up the left side. Looking for Sterling Shepard, who was blanketed by Quandre Diggs. And it's a 3 and out for the Oklahoma Sooner offense. 3rd down and 11 for Texas for the Longhorn 41. And here comes the blitz. Case throws it up the right sideline for Johnson. Marcus, good catch. There goes Johnson. Saying it ain't to this one. Marcus Johnson up the right sideline. Beats Cass Everett into the end zone. A 59-yard strike to burn the Sooner blitz. The Texas fans, yes, the Longhorn fans making a lot of noise and excited. The defense exhorting the fans. Give a little support because Oklahoma will be coming out of that north end of the field. 3rd down and about 13 needed. Blake Bell with a snap, back to throw. With some time, now has to scramble to the left, back to the middle, and he's dropped. Sacked by Jackson Jeffcoat. Welcome home, Jackson. Back in the Metroplex, he drops Blake Bell for a loss of 4. 3rd down and 7 for Texas. The ball at midfield. Case with the snap, back to throw. Blitz coming. They pick up the blitz, throw it over the middle. Caught by Shipley in a 1st down, soaring through the air. 3rd down and 5 for Texas. Shotgun snap McCoy. A pump, and then going deep. Got a man open, and too much on it. And Kendall Sanders wide open on the double move. Haynes just overthrowing. 50-yard field goal try for Anthony Farah. Good snap and hold. Farah, 50-yard field goal on its way, and it is good. 50-yarder by Anthony Farah. Kickoff by Rose. This one will go about a yard deep in the end zone, and Finch will bring it out to the 10, sweeps to the left, to the 20, 25, got away from a tackler, to the 30, 35, being chased by Nick Rose, across midfield, being run down by Bryson Eccles, steps out of bounds with a huge return by Roy Finch, takes it all the way down to the Texas 27-yard line. 1st and goal, Oklahoma. It's a handoff. Williams sweeping to the left, and he'll take it in for an Oklahoma touchdown. Williams in for the score. Sooners strike quickly. Score is now Texas 20 and Oklahoma 10. Clock moving now. 23 seconds to go in the half. McCoy pumps, looks, fires over the middle. Caught by Shipley at the Oklahoma 35. Down to the 30. Jackson unable to get out of bounds. It's a 1st down to the 32-yard line. Farah, 43-yard field goal, the final play of the half. The Longhorns will take a 13-point lead into the locker room. You stay focused, you stay fast, you stay furious. You stay on them the whole time. Do not relax and do not give them a breath. You understand that? Let's keep going. You gotta finish it because they don't think you're gonna finish it. So go out there and show them. You're gonna play 4 quarters of football. So we get ready for the start of the second half. Bell will take the snap. Has it, turns, and off play action, looks to throw. Over the middle has Miller open at the Texas 40. Breaks the tackle to the 30. And will finally be blocked down by Dalton Santos in the Longhorn 27-yard line on 3rd down. Blake Bell with a snap. Back to throw with some time. Looking, pumps. Now he's going to tuck it in and run. And here's Bell at the 20, stop short of the 1st down. It's 4th down and 3, and Oklahoma will look to settle for 3. 1st down and 10. Bell has it, turns, and it's a design keeper. The Belldozer is dropped, however, after only a pickup of a couple. Adrian Phillips looking for him. Made the tackle.
That's Adrian Phillips down on the ground right on the 42-yard line.
Well, that is unfortunate right now as Adrian Phillips is down on the field. And the training and medical staff attending to Phillips here. Now it's 3rd down and 9 for the Sooners. For their own 43, quick snap back to Bell. In the pocket, looking deep, down the middle, the pass too long. He was trying to get Sterling Shepard, who had a step on Michael Thompson. There's a snap back to Barnett. Kick is away. It is high, but it is returnable for DeJay from the 15-yard line. Steps to a tackle to the 20, 25. Here's DeJay Johnson to the 40. Outside the midfield. Saying goodnight to this one. DeJay Johnson will take it back 85 yards for a touchdown.
We talked about DeJay, the game breaker that the Longhorns wanted to unleash. And what a huge play. A defensive touchdown, now a special teams touchdown for the Longhorns.
Third down, back to pass is Bell. Under some pressure. Throws, gets rid of it. It's intercepted at the 30-yard line. Duke Thomas. With the pressure coming, Bell got happy feet, chucked the ball, and Thomas picked it off to the Texas 30-yard line. Shifts in motion, but it's a handoff. Malcolm Brown off the right side of inside the 40. He's got a first down. Longhorns moving the ball on the ground on this drive.
Boy, and Malcolm Brown laying out some punishment. Cortez Johnson gets credit with the tackle, but Malcolm did all the hitting on that play.
First down at 10, Texas at the Oklahoma 38. Case with it, three-step drop, looking for a punt, going deep, looking for Davis, up the left sideline, he caught it. Touchdown, Texas! Mike Davis, right over the shoulder, what a grab by Mike Davis! Are you listening? It's Texas 36, Oklahoma 13. Third down at 20 for Oklahoma. From the shotgun, Bell will take the snap. Back to throw. Pressure coming. He'll go down. Longhorns sack him. And coming in to get him, Quandre Diggs, as the Longhorns blitz through to drop Blake Bell for a 6-yard loss. Boyd from the shotgun has DeJay Johnson, Malcolm Brown in the backfield with him. Three-step drop, and they set up a screen back to the left. That ball's intercepted. Picked off. Lumbering down the sidelines is Gino Grissom, and he's going to take it back for a touchdown.
Well, that's the one thing that can't happen for the Longhorns, giving it to Oklahoma as they get a quick score, and now suddenly you're looking at a two-possession ball game.
Bell from the shotgun has the snap on first down. Back to throw, sets up a screen to Clay, makes the catch. 20 brings out of a tackle. 25 to the 30, brings another tackle. Outside to the midfield stripe. And coming in on the receiver screen, Colton Bester takes it all the way down to the Texas 38-yard line, a 47-yard strike. Bell from the shotgun with the snap, and he'll hand it off to Clay. Coming to the right side, big running with 30, 20, and run out of bounds. And Dalton Santos is down on the field. A beleaguered linebacking core for Texas takes another hit. Third down and 8 for the Sooners from the Texas 9-yard line. And Blake Bell now has it. Bell back to throw. Out to the right, slant route to Reynolds. He lost the football. He was trying to turn inside, would have had the catch at the 5. Now, he would have been hit there by Quandre Diggs, but lost the ball. Going down, it's an incomplete pass on fourth down. Back to pass. Bell from the shotgun. Pressure coming. The Longhorns have it. Down he goes. Cedric Reed and Jackson Jeffcoat put the defense's exclamation point on this one this afternoon. Mac Brown gets the water bucket bath from his players. The Texas Longhorns have ended a 3-year losing streak to Oklahoma, and they do it with authority this afternoon. Don't look now, the Longhorns are still in first place in the Big 12 Conference standings. The final score, the Texas Longhorns 36, the Oklahoma Sooners 20.
this flip around. Thank you, Coach.
You and your coaches did is you committed yourself to something that was really important to you. It shows you what you can do anytime you want to in your life. What you did is you took a group that didn't leave Ames very happy, very honestly. We did. And what you did is you took a group that decided that we were going to do something bigger than we were. We were going to play together. We were going to play as a team. We were going to stick together, and we were not. We were going to make it better, not better. We're going to follow the plan, because the plan, it usually works if you hang in there and you don't get off of it. Now you know what this does for you. You're leading the league. You are 3-0 in the Big 12. Now, you know what else it does for you? It gets you in shorts on G4. You're going to be careful going home, and you that go back to Austin are going to take care of yourself, because we got some more things bigger than us out there. We're back on track now. You showed 100 million people that you had a good football team, and that you had a heart, and you had some fight, and you weren't all the stuff that they've been saying about you. That's what you showed. And all the stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt if you don't read it. And it always gets fixed. You'll have more people jumping on the damn train this week. It'll be full. We're going to take care of ourselves tonight. We're going to be back in Austin by 5 o'clock tomorrow. And then we're going to have our regular schedule on Sunday, which will be Monday. And then we'll go ahead and watch this one and break it down. We can do better than this. We can do better than this. We didn't play our best. We made some great plays, but we didn't always do our best. So we're about to get good now. We're about to get good. That team's as good as any in their league. So that's what we got now. You can still get to the BCS. But we've been saying you can do it. You can do it. But you got to go back to work.